Let's talk about some music, man. So I saw a very interesting clip from Joe Buttons, man. Joe Buttons was also getting a lot of slack for his lack of comments on the Puff situation. Excuse me. They did a podcast, and I guess he edited some of the clips out, but somehow the clips started to resurface on Twitter. But y'all know my stance on that. You know, that's just political shit. You know what I mean? He got a relationship with Puff, Revolt. You know, he ain't trying to fuck that shit up. I'm not saying I get it. I know why. The political game. But he, Joe alluded that, not alluded, but yeah, he kind of, in a way, he's going to return back to the music industry. So I don't know. It was a clip that they were having a conversation about, probably about the Drake album, you know, him throwing his shots and, you know, just music, period. And he was basically saying, like, yo, he's considering maybe coming back to rap out of retirement. He says he talks frequently to Just Blaze. Just Blaze is one of, you know, I guess his favorite producers. And he says, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to Just Blaze. I'm going to listen to some beats. You know, if I hear something that I'm inspired, you know what I mean? I'm going to put out a 20-track, 15-track song, and I'm charging $20 for it. Yo, that'll fuck the game up. And I really believe he would get that off. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden released a freestyle or a song that's 15 minutes long for $20. Crazy, bro. Imagine if he dropped the actual album. Probably like 500, 1,000. Like, these guys are just really realizing the significance of how powerful they are, you know, being independent and having their own infrastructure as far as their fan base, you know, from, you know, like for him, like the podcast, the Patreon, like there's still die-core hard Joe Budden fans of him from the music aspect. So the fact that he's putting this out there, I guarantee probably like 2024, we probably gonna get a verse or some type of music from Joe Buttons. And if it's really successful, like if him releasing a single for $20 is really successful and it really goes off, he's gonna put more music out. Absolutely. This nigga's he's a businessman, bro. He could still do the podcast and drop fucking freestyles or singles or EPs and make a crazy amount of money. Shit could be exclusively only on Patreon. If he could even incorporate maybe like a streaming platform on his own website where people can only listen and stream it on there, and you know, have it protected where it can't be uploaded on Apple Music, Spotify, any of those platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's doing it this way, I don't even want no streaming platforms. Have it where people could buy it and then they'll go to their iTunes, you know what I'm saying, their iTunes store. You know, I like that. I like that concept, bro. I would definitely support it. I definitely would, because I would want to see how far people will take this. Like, I also saw Cash App has Cash App Studios, and that's basically a concept created for independent artists, structured, you know, for them to kind of like, you know how people do GoFundMes? So they kind of created an infrastructure with Cash App where rappers or singers or, you know, independent artists can use that platform to gain, or not gain, but to raise money for their future projects and current projects. I just think it's super dope. I love it, bro. And when you see people doing shit like this and they're becoming successful at it, it motivates the fuck out of you. Like, motivate me, you know, and pick up the pen and write some bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't writing no bars. But you can like apply a lot of this shit to, you know, content creators, podcasts, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this shit is super, super dope, man. And I like it. I really do, man. I want to see more of it. I do. I want to see more of it, man. So shout out to Joe, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you do more of this. I hope that we do get to see more music, you know what I'm saying, in the future. I think you definitely could come back to the game and shit, elevate the podcast to a whole nother level by dropping music. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's been so long, you know, but shout out to Joe, man. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he does. Hopefully that clip goes viral and people really push and champion for that. You know what I'm saying?